Lynn and her father goes to reputed school for Lynn's admission. Her father praises Lynn of her talent by saying that she has got good grades in every class and gold medal in maths. Her father cannot afford the school fees because it's too costly. Lynn has ability to calculate instantly in her mind. Impressed by her talent, the principal offers her scholarship with which she can study for free. Lynn meets Grace and they become friends. Grace wants Lynn's help to get good grades in exam. Lynn tutors her, but Grace could not write in the exam. Lynn wrote the answers and passed it to Grace. Grace was very happy to get the answers. Finally, Grace got good marks. She invited Lynn to a party in Pat's house. Pat is their classmate. Pat also wants Lynn to help him in the exam. In return, he wants to offer her a good amount of money. Pat has 5 more friends from which Lynn can earn more money by telling them answers in the exam. Lynn did not want more money as she has already got scholarship to study in the school. But when Pat told her that her father is paying money to the principal, she got angry. Father told her that she admitted her to that school because that school provides scholarship for students to study abroad. Father wanted Lynn to stay abroad. Then Lynn started piano class. In the piano class, she taught her friends about how to watch her finger movements and mark the answer. Let's say if the answer was option A, then there was a particular finger movement. Similarly, other options had different finger movements. In the exam, Lynn's friends watched her finger movements and marked the answers. She earned lots of money and bought new shirt for her father. Her father didn't know that the piano class was a fraud. More people joined the piano class. The principal says that there is a scholarship offer to study abroad, but there was only one seat. Either Lynn and other student from the same school whose name is Bank will get the scholarship offer. But who will get it? In the exam, Bank sees one student copying from Lynn. Then Bank complains to the principal. The principal scolded Lynn and also called her father. She even canceled her scholarship. Lynn got angry and argued about the school fees taken from his father. Bank told that Lynn took money for the answers. Her father was very angry and decided to pay the remaining school fees by selling their car. Pat's parents wanted Grace and Pat to appear in an entrance exam by clearing which one can go to United States for higher study. So Grace wanted help from Lynn to clear the exam. Lynn also wanted to go to United States for higher study. Lynn herself can clear the exam. So she made a brilliant idea to help his friends clear the exam. The exam is held all over the world at the same day. The exam is conducted in Thailand few minutes after it conducted in Australia. So her plan is to go to Australia and appear in the exam beforehand, and then send the answers to her friends in Thailand. The exam is too lengthy, and she alone cannot memorize all the answers. So she wants Bank to join her to appear the exam in Australia. Bank joins her because he will get huge money in the process. Meanwhile, they discuss the plan about how to cheat the exam. They gathered as many students whoever wants to appear in the exam and provide them the answers sent by Bank and Lynn from Australia. In return, they will get huge money. Pat explains all the plan to the candidates who will appear in the exam. The plan was indeed brilliant. The right answers provided by Lynn and Bank will be printed on the pencils in the form of barcode. Option A will have the thickest layer, and option B will be thinner, and so on. Then the pencils will be distributed to the candidates and will copy in the exam from the pencils. Then Lynn and Bank goes to Australia for the exams. They reach the exam center. They hid the mobile phones in toilet. These phones will be used to send answers to their friends in Thailand. The first paper of the exam begins, and both of them finishes answering and starts memorizing the answers. During the break, both of them sends the answers to their friends. Their friends receives the answers and starts printing on the pencils. Then next paper begins. Bo finishes the paper and again during break wanted to go to toilet to send the answers. Bank started sending the answers. Due to long queue, Lynn didn't get enough time to answers. The invigilator came and ordered her to go to the next paper. Since Bank was in the toilet for a long time, so the invigilators ordered him to open the door. Bank was scared and accidentally broke the toilet. Then he flushed the mobile. He was then interrogated and then taken for inspection. Lynn was scared, and then she saw checking outside the door. Then she put the mobile inside the water filter and went to write the exam. Lynn couldn't give the answers to their friends. Her friends were waiting for the answers. Now she writes the last paper. She will have to give the answers to her friends for this last paper along with the previous paper. She has to leave the examination hall before the time for the exam finishes. This is because if she doesn't leave early, then she will not have enough time to send the answers to her friends in Thailand, as the exam in Thailand will begin before the exam in Australia ends. But no candidate is allowed to leave the hall before the exam finishes. So she has to do something. She then puts her pencil into her mouth until she starts vomiting. The invigilator notices and comes near her. Lynn asks to go home, but the invigilator denies. But Lynn forcefully goes out of the hall and tries to escape out of the exam center. Then many invigilators start searching for Lynn, but Lynn escapes. Lynn tries hard to recall and give the answers back to his friends. One invigilator starts a search operation till he reaches a metro station. Lynn is trying hard to escape and at the same time write the answers. Then finally she finishes giving all the answers. She tries to run away from the invigilator, but there was no exit. So she puts potato chips and milkshake in her mouth. She then spills it out in order to show that she has vomited. The invigilator then takes her for interrogation. Both Bank and Lynn are investigated. Then they are allowed to go home. Both of them goes home. Lynn changes her mind not to cheat anymore and become an honest school teacher just like her father. Lynn's friends are enjoying because they have cleared the exam. Lynn denies accepting the money earned for answering her friends as she has now become an honest person. Bank asks Lynn if she wants to cheat on a new exam to earn more money, but Lynn denies to cheat anymore. The investigation is still on. Lynn tells the truth and everyone involved in cheating were caught. This is the end of the movie. Thanks for watching and subscribe more to watch more movie explanation.